Alright, so today I'm testing the new full drive props. Now, the blue ones are meant for low range, easy to get going, and then the grey ones are mid to high range, so a little bit harder to get going apparently, but then once you go, you can go quicker with these ones. I'm going to be comparing these two to the standard, I guess, black props, and give you my thoughts on what I think. We've got a beautiful lineup. There's a few crew out at the front here. I'm going to go find my own little spot, test these props, get a couple of waves on each, and report back in. Let's see how we go. So the black props, really just a control to compare what it is I was already used to and feel the difference between them, but really gets up like normal. Gets up and going. The biggest difference was when I was motoring around, just that little bit of slippage in the props. It's the standard, it's what we're all used to, and yeah, it worked well. I wanted to test the props, like give them a really good test by motoring around, I guess, more than I normally would. A lot of the time I just use the full drive just to get going, and then I pump around. I made a point in this test to pull off instead of pumping around. I'd actually just default to the motor and motor out, because it's a motor test, it's a prop test, not a pump test. So you'll see me motoring around more and pumping around less than I would normally, but that's why. My goal was to catch 3 or 4 waves and motor around, get a couple out the back, get a couple motoring through the turbulent water, and I feel like I managed to do that and gave it a really good test. So that was the first one, just to control. So the second test was going to the low range, the blue props, and just a quick switch on the land here, putting them back in the cases and getting back out there. Straight away, I felt an extra, low end, you'd call it, extra bit of power in the low end. Able to get up to my feet much earlier than I would have otherwise, and able to motor through white waters like this in turbulent water with a fair bit of grip and control. Especially with the 11 centimetre pod, you do lose a bit of that ability to motor, but the blue props straight away felt much better when motoring. got a few more than 2 or 3 waves on the blue props. Conditions were really nice and I was making the most of it. But yeah, I did really enjoy the overall feel of motoring with the blue props, and yeah, did manage to get some fun waves in between the motoring around testing. Yeah, so I came in, swapped the blue props out to the grey props, and yeah, was excited to feel the difference, because there was a big difference from the black to the blue. Straight away I noticed less low end, which for me and the riding that I do, I did not like as much. I had to motor on my stomach for much longer when I was using the 890X and my 5.1 Pilot, which ultimately meant I was using more battery than I would normally, because I usually get up earlier. Once up and going, I definitely did notice there was this, like, you could go faster, and I sort of immediately went out to see if I could catch or tap into some of this sort of swell energy that was out wide. So again, I rode a few too many waves probably in fun conditions, but I brought it in, and yeah, I'm going to give you my summary of what I found for all of them right now. Alright, so just did a back-to-back of the 3 four drive props. The original black, the blue, which are low range, and then the grey, which are like a mid to high range. I felt a really big difference when I went back to back from the black to the blue. The blue was much grippier, so with an 11 centimetre integrated mast, the black was cavitating more, so like spinning freely, whereas this was holding in the water much better, which is a really big plus. The grey was noticeably harder to get going, so I had to stay in my stomach for longer and kind of like pump the board a little bit on my belly, or even like catch a little wave. So, but once I was up and going, it was quicker, so I could go faster. Again, with the 11 centimetre integrated, it wouldn't be my go-to for conditions like today. Small waves, I don't really need to be going that fast. The pick for today was the blue props. Low range is what I wanted. I want to go the speed of the waves, have a bit of grip as this little northerly picked up. So I'm actually going to go back out with these blue props. They're my favourites. The black is still good. They're sort of the middle range. The biggest thing that the new ones have is more grip. With the integrated props, when sort of coming in and out of the water, these new ones work noticeably better. I'd say for most people, the blue is going to be the go-to. And then if you're chasing really fast swells, maybe for downwind sort of stuff, or big waves, the grey mid to high range props could be really good. But yeah, that's my little breakdown, my comparison of the 3 4-drive props, and hope that helps out. I'm back out there. Cheers.